Good morning, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second half of the Shasbury school year, which also means the second half of Black Friday. Today is the 17th episode of the season, with about 18 more to go, but who's counting? Before I go further, the picture I just showed you, I drew that picture. I drew it for someone that I still hold on to for now, but I drew that picture, I believe, of Castleton College. It took me a few days to draw it, so I hope you enjoyed the short review I gave you of that drawing. To let you know, I do draw more than just geometric shapes. I can draw actual pictures. But I digress. Might have more artistic discussions later on in the year on Black Friday, but just to give you a piece, some more of my artistic talent, I wanted to show you that picture. So, I hope you all had a good Christmas. I want to say Happy New Year to you if I didn't get the chance to tell that to you before. So, I hope you had a good holiday, good break, able to get a lot done, able to spend time with family, and able to just relax your mind. And like I said before Christmas break, we're going to come back and hit the ground running. And I held true to that. So, with today's, or I should say this week's clues, you had to come up with which U.S. state is the answer for today. Now, before I give you the answer, we're going to go back with the clues that you have. Now, the first clue, you had to do a scavenger hunt. The first clue was posted on the library wall. I have to thank Mr. Johnson for that. Since he was here before I came back to school, he was able to do that for me and participate into the scavenger hunt, so to speak. Then you had to go through the Southeastern Conference of College, NCAA, and look at the Southeast Conference and look at your states list after you had to list all the Southeast states, which can be tricky because there's two different lists for the Southeast region of the United States. One list includes West Virginia, Maryland, and Virginia, North Carolina as well. But then you go to another list, it includes other states: Kentucky, Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana. So you had the majority of the states that y'all wanted you in to have on your list. So if you had the list that had Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, I didn't bother to change it because those states were going to be eliminated anyway at the very early on. And they did, because you had to check Southeast Conference and NCAA match up with the states that you had to write down. And you had to eliminate a good portion of them. Then I put you on another scavenger hunt. You had to find another clue, which was posted on the water fountain outside the main office. And then you go to yesterday's clue. Yesterday's clue would probably put you in a little bit of a bind. You had 4 states left. You had Alabama, you had Georgia, Florida, and South Carolina. 3 out of those 4 states share a common ground or share a common theme that the fourth one does not. And I mentioned as your first hint to look at your map. And if you looked at your map, you will see that Alabama, Georgia, and Florida all border each other. South Carolina only borders Georgia. So you will eliminate South Carolina as your possible answer. Now you're down to 3. And you had hint number 2. Which state that I have a military connection to? And I like peanuts. Throw you for a loop a little bit there. Now, if you know me pretty well, you know that I have no military connection to the state of Florida. So Florida should have been crossed off your list pretty quickly. Now you're left with two states, Georgia and Alabama. I have military connections to both states. Both states generate peanuts. Both states are in the top two in the country of producing peanuts. So which state did I choose for the answer for this week? I'm going to go grab the flag real quick. And when I come back, we're going to see which one of you picked the right answer. Oh, I want to say, do you like a new background? Something different. I love it. Very good, very good. So, which state did you pick to be the answer? I will display it in 3, 2, 1. If you recognize this flag, it is the state of Alabama. And if you remember, this state at one point was the flag of the day back in December 14th. I left that clue out on purpose. December 14th, 1819, I think that's the correct date, when Alabama became the 22nd state admitted to the Union. And the state of Alabama is number 2 in the country of producing peanuts. And my military connection to the state of Alabama, I went to basic there, basic training, Fort McClellan, Alabama, Anniston, Alabama. I was the last military police class to go through basic training in Alabama before they moved the military police school to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. So, the state of Alabama is your answer for today. Now, I don't fault you for picking state of Georgia. I mean, you're not wrong, but not exactly right either. So it was a bit tricky. So I gave you 2 possible answers, and you got a 50-50 shot of figuring out which one it was. If you chose Alabama, you got it correct. And I'm doing something new for this second half of the year. Since the standings are pretty tight on everybody almost having the same score, I'm adding another category called participation points. You put your guess in, whether it's wrong or right, doesn't matter. You put your guess in, you get a point for the guess. So you can put a guess in every week. You may not get the right answer, but you'll get at least a point every single week you put a guess in. So this will also generate a difference and probably separate some people just in the sense of making it a little easier of determining who's ahead and who's not. Right now, I only have 3 people that got it right this week. So they not only get red tickets and get Black Friday points, but they get participation points as well. And does the same thing with the class. You put a guess in, doesn't matter if you get it right or wrong, you get a participation point for just putting your guess in. So think about that. If you're not sure, just put your guess in and get a point. You never know where that point's going to generate. And very quickly, the colors of the flag. Red symbolizes the strength of the Alabama people, and white represents peace and tranquility. The cross you see is the St. Andrew's cross. a very simple flag, red and white, one of my favorite colors. So, thank you for participating. Continue to put in the hard work. Continue to guess. Next week, and since I've gotten some positive feedback on the scavenger hunt, I'm going to start including more scavenger hunt clues to where you have to find out where the clue is and follow the instructions. I might include game of hangman, word scrabble, or scramble. So you have to figure out what the clues are. I may even have the answer in one of the word scrabbles. So it's time to have some real fun here. And I'm going to make sure we all have fun doing it. So I want to say thank you for participating. Thank you for watching. Thank you for putting in the hard work. Continue to be respectful. Uh, continue to be presentable. Continue to do the work. Continue to be out here and do what you need to do. And until then, have a good day, and I will see you later.